like Gig says it to me all the time, like, bro, you can fail in this music and go again and win. You can't fail in the streets and go again and win.
Our sponsors, for the perspective, Fireway Pizza are offering you guys 20% off using our discount code AD20. Use it today, man. Save money, be patterned. We got you. AD20, Fireway Pizza. I want to say good afternoon, my bro. Fee Gonzales, what's going on?
What's good, my bro? Back here.
Back again, bro.
Yeah.
Back again. First off, we have to talk about, I'm just going to set the tone of the interview. I feel from my own optics, this one has been a lot more impactful on socials than your last project. And I just want to know from you, whether you agree, but have you been getting that same kind of feedback?
People have been saying that to me. Yeah, a lot of people have said that to me. It wouldn't be impactful without the last one, but everyone's been saying that, so yeah.
Would you put it down to why you feel this one may have touched the core community a lot more, or through socials, or?
I had more listeners from the previous tape, so I think people took me a lot more seriously from Too Great to Hate, and then with the features on this project, people definitely tapped in and listened, and it was like, okay, yeah, we're messing with it. I had like Kenny hosting it, Lancey on it, JME, Gigs.
Bro, so after your last tape, so this one you're now on another venture, right?
Yeah, I just done a distribution deal with 10K for it.
How was it? How hard, or what's the process for you getting another situation? Because I know you was trying to shop around and see what was up.
Yeah.
How did you find that one?
I felt like 10K they were willing to, they just saw the vision. They like the music, it's an American label. Some of the guys are based from over here. They just were with it, like a few of the people on their roster, like underground talents. I just liked the vision that they had. So I was like, yeah, one mixtape, can't hurt.
Bro, so with the distribution, like for a lot of people, how do you see it? Is it like they just lean on a bit of a marketing cost, or do they help you with the A&R in, or you just do?
I think like all the distribution really for me can help with is just marketing budgets and just being able to market it, like YouTube ads, paying bloggers, Instagram promotion, TikTok promotion. If they do that, you know what I'm saying? Because after I might invoice for a video and they might put some money on YouTube ads, and then I might invoice for another video, and then they're saying the budget's finished, you know what I'm saying? So it's just depending on the figures. And
because bro, you've had this Lancey tune for a while, right?
Yeah, I made this Lancey song the same time I made the previous one I dropped a year ago. So yeah, me and Lancey made a song a year ago. Okay, cool. So we made 2 songs in one day. Really? Yeah.
So were you guys always, how did you guys work together, like?
Lancey's my guy, like.
So you know him for?
Yeah, like when it comes to this trap shit, like we had the vision from like 2015. We was in New Gen Studios. We used to go New Gen. Caroline used to let us come there. We used to go work with Nige. Yeah, so I was in there one time. Lancey was with his bitch, I was with mine. Like we was just chilling in the studio. Just made a couple records. We've just been locked in ever since. It's my guy. But like we're in different worlds with this trap, you know what I'm saying?
Because that's a long time to be cool and then to come back to music, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he's a star, like, but we do make different kind of trap music. So it's like I'm not gonna always be in Lancey's pocket for a feature, because it's like we're on different waves and we understand what we're doing. It's like I wouldn't just in England, like the rappers tend to just stick with who they stick with and make the same old features over and over again, even though their music isn't in the same field. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to this trap music and this music that I make, I don't even really want a feature if your shit don't sound good in my shit. Like, you gotta add some value to what we're doing. So it wouldn't make sense for me to constantly make a Lancey song, because he's like in the opium, like track Carti kind of world. I'm in the Future kind of world. You don't hear Future and Carti always making a song. You hear Future and Thug always making a song, Future and Gunna or whoever like in that world, Future and Easy, but you ain't hearing that type shit 24/7. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, about your music and your sound, you just mentioned like Ghana, Future, like your music feels like it's actually not for this territory that we live in. Like I feel it can work. I feel your music may be almost like a boomerang. It's like it'll pop up over there, and then everyone will be like, oh yeah, no, we're claiming him. That's
Yeah, but music is a universal language, so it might not be for here, but it's definitely for here. It's definitely like what I'm saying is definitely for here, more than it is for over there. It's just that they haven't understood the language yet. You know what I'm saying? But like music is definitely a language that the whole world speaks. So whether it's Afro beats, reggae, dancehall, hip hop, techno, drum and bass, it's a feeling, innit? So yeah, they'll understand the language. See?
bro. Do you have an A&R? Because when you do your projects, is it just you just reaching out or?
Yeah, it's just me, and my main producer is a guy called Levi. So I'd liaise a lot with Levi. I liaise a lot with an American friend of mine called Roy. He manages a guy called Jeet Wong, the guy that made Pushin' P. So two people that I confide in with like work that I do. But when I'm just reaching out for producers, it's just solely me.
Yeah, bro. Like I remember when Gigs has been tweeting. I mean, on IG, always hailing up your music, bro. When you first heard Gigs shouting you out, like, not were you surprised, but like, did you know he felt like that way about your music? Like, did he tell you privately and then he just went public?
Nah, it was. He just was in his crib one time with his son, just with ML, just listening to my shit, and it just gassed me. Obviously, ML's like good friend of mine, and good friend of my nephew's, like my nephew's best friend, my nephew AG. So it was a surprise though because like never met Gigs before, like seen him like, but like never like you get me conversations, and like I'm from Brixton, he's from Peckham. But so for me, it was like, yo, this is a blessing because that's like the 50 Cent of England, isn't it? Like, I was in jail listening to Gigs like 07, 08, like, fuck, like, this is the guy you wanted to like be like, as a street nigga, like, yo, hold on, he made it, you know what I'm saying? Signed the deal when you had that song with the American rapper, the name starts with a B or something like that. It was the black and white video. B.O.B., yeah. Like, that shit was like legendary shit. Like, oh, we finally got someone that represents us. Like, getting big budget videos. Yeah, so it's mad sentimental to have a Gigs record for me. Two as well. And it's like, no, I could never make nothing with Gigs again. I could never shoot those videos, or I could, but like the fact of everything he's done for man so far, and the love that he shows man, and the motivation and the game that he gives man, bro, it's just like he's done enough for man. You get me?
Bro, not to make it sound negative, but like the way Gigs is so positive in his position and reaching out to a lot of people organically, it feels like that's not a commonplace.
No, it's not.
What do you put that down to?
Egos, people being uncomfortable, like scared to lose their position. Gigs ain't losing no position. That's Gigs. You get me? Give a shit about being the #1 rapper. I'm Gigs. I created this, you know what I'm saying? These other people, you know, you could be here today, gone tomorrow. So I think that's what it boils down to a lot. It's a sad place to be as well. And just like, it ain't grown like us. I feel like when you're growing in the streets, you have a lot, like you don't want that person to make the same mistakes you did. Because you know where it led you, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to try and guide a lot of like gangsters that make it out of the streets or make it out in a good way or bad, like bad way, whatever way they make it out, they always want to like go back to the youth and explain like, yo, allow it, boom, boom, boom. But I think it's the same with the music.
I think what we are with the music is some people want it to be almost like you trip up, you eliminate yourself, and then whatever's left is all mine. If it feels like this, like, because sometimes when you're just like, yo, bro, like, just making a song is so strategic. It's not like, do I rate mine, man? It's like, I don't know if this will get me streams. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely when there's like, yo, is a guy gonna come and give you game when you have just talent and no clout? You know what I'm saying? So when Giggs is championing my shit, and I'm thinking, I ain't even getting 100,000 streams. He was championing my shit before Too Great to Hate, when I was dropping Just Having Fun, and I'm getting like 5,000 views on my YouTube channel. So it's like, for him to do that made me respect him more than people that were jumping on the bandwagon when my shit was a little bit more better. You know what I'm saying? I still respect those people, but.
And bro, also now, like, you see with like we talk about like not giving game, but being an independent artist, like you're fully independent.
Yeah.
How difficult is it now trying to get things on like spot? Like DSPs is a big thing for a lot of people.
I don't think it's that difficult. It's like £30 a year with ditto or some shit.
But I mean, like trying to get you on the biggest playlist, the pitching and all that.
Yeah, that's most probably difficult, but don't know, you got TikTok and these things now, you know, like, you get me, there's so much outlets. You got YouTube, there's so much outlets that if it goes, it will go. And if that doesn't go, I asked JME this the other day, because the label wanted to push my tape back, and I was kind of like, no. And I was like to JME, what do you think about playlisting? And he was like, I don't give a shit about it. If it doesn't do good, I'll just go again. You know what I'm saying? It was like he dropped a tape on USB, and Target had it, and BBC One Extra hollered at Target to playlist one of the songs. But it's on the USB. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, what? Like, I see JME as like almost the Andre 3000 of the, like, bro, his thing doesn't. It's so unconventional, and he's been like this from day. Like, what kind of game, what kind of like perspective does he give you, like, when you locked in with him?
Jamie gives me games through actions. So I messaged Jamie a year ago, like, yo, can I come to the studio, or can I get a beat or something like that? And he messaged me.
Did you join prior to that?
Pardon?
Did you join prior
Yeah. I met him through Fume. So I messaged him anyway, and he messaged me a year later, like, yeah, I'm at Dean Street, pull up. A year later, like. And then when I got there, I was like, a year later, bro. He was like, no, I was scrolling through all my messages looking for someone, and I saw your message, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't reply. I got like 10 numbers for you. You get me? I used to change my number a lot, so he's like, I got like 10 numbers for you. So he told me to pull up. So recently, I sent him a record to Take Risk record. I made it in the studio. I was gonna get my bro on it, but he didn't do his verse. Sus came into the studio, we started making some shit. And I'm just listening to the record, I'm like, for some reason, Jeremy's lyrics just kept on coming in my head. So I sent Jeremy the record, and I'm like, yo, like, I'd appreciate it. I could have done the whole speech in the iMessage, like, it would be an honor to get you on this record, like, blah, blah, blah. Didn't hear from him for a week. I woke up one morning at like 5 o'clock. I woke up on the sofa, like, messed up, and I looked at my phone and I saw JME text message, and when I looked at it, it said one file. I was like, this guy. So I listened to it, I just went back to sleep. But the guy just sent me back the record done. Like, no conversation of, yeah, I'm gonna do it, I'll get the verse to you. He just sent me the record. And that just showed me, like, yo, if someone wants to do something, they're gonna do it for you. You get me? Like, pure-hearted as well. So yeah, that was a blessing. And it's JME, like, can't get bigger than JME in certain worlds, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he's revered, bro. He's revered. And the fact that he just doesn't even do social media, like, he ain't got Instagram, he's very much in his...
Just got Twitter, it's JME, bro. Like, the Skeps, bro, that's, boy better know. It's JME, like...
Bro, do you think when you see someone like JME, the way he exists in music, not using the things that everyone's kind of like trapped on. Like, you know, like now it's like, oh, we got to figure out this TikTok strategy, these ads, this and that. It's almost like he just really seems to create
Yeah, because it's JME. He was that before. He is the internet. Like, like I had tape cassettes of these lot. Like, F the internet. These are household names. You know what I'm saying? Like gigs, household name. Like, you know what I'm saying? People always refer to a video of Gig standing there where gunshots are beating and he's not flinching. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are images and visions that we had from back before anything. Like, these are like our hood heroes. Jamie is a hood hero, Meridian, like street legends, you know what I'm saying? Superheroes. So it's like, for man to get one of the Avengers on man's thing, is like, come on, you can't chat to man. Man's got gigs, JME on the record, and Lance, he's like a new Avenger, you know what I'm saying, for the new generation. Like, so it's like, shows you what I am, innit?
Yeah, bro, do you think your music's going, like those features, like people aren't doing features for those people?
Label can't even get that feature.
That's what I was about to say, bro.
You know, they can't get them features, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, with that being said about labels, bro, like randomly, what do you think a label could do for you? And what do you think labels actually are doing? Because I think there is what we want them to do, and it's what they actually are doing now. What's your assessment of what a label probably would do for you if you were signed?
I think a label deal with me would be great. If they understood the vision,
Which is?
to get this music to the world, you know what I'm saying, to have cultural impact and enhance our musical capability in this country. Because I feel like a lot of the people that were excelling in England haven't been the greatest of musicians. You know what I'm saying? They're not like we haven't got 10 young Adzes. You know what I'm saying? Or we haven't got like 5 young Adzes, 5 Gigses, 5 Skeps. There isn't like multi of these characters where there should be. In America, you'll get like a Lupe Fiasco, a Kendrick. You've got so much people that are variations. Variations of that same field. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Whereas people will imitate young ads, but you're not imitating yourself through young ads. You know what I'm saying? So we do need I've never had the same song. You can't show me one of my songs where it's the same flow or the same whereas you'll go and listen to other rappers in England and it's the same song throughout the whole album, the same voice, the same tone, and they're getting said that they're the best rappers in the country, you know what I'm saying? And bravo to them for working hard and marketing what they're doing right and whatnot, but it's blocking our blessings within this music world.
Bro, what's the model you're going to now? Like, you just dropped Chrome Hearts, yeah. What's next then?
I'm just dropping tape after tape, project after project. I'm not thinking about it. I'm having fun with it, and you can't lose. Like, what's there to lose? You can only gain. You know what I'm saying? I want to have like a playlist for you to listen to every other month, like a new project for you to listen to, whether it's a new EP, whether it's just 2 songs, whether it's 5 features. I just want you to just feel as if my artist has got new music for me to listen to. I want to bring it back to that because that's how it was for me growing up. I'd get one Max B CD, then, you know what I'm saying, then I'll get another Max B CD, new joints.
What was it called? What's this thing?
Mac and Cheese, Dirty Domain, like, that's where it is. Like, let's get back to that. Like, even Future, Dirty Sprite 1, Dirty Sprite 2, Dirty Sprite 3, like Gunna, Slime Language 1, 2. Like, I want to get back to like, yo, let me show you. That's how it is. That's how music's supposed to be, all the music that we're making.
How long do you keep that going for though?
Very good question.
Because it's like, is it until they get it?
Until I stop having love with it. Yeah, because music, it's not about whether they get it, it's about whether you love it. If you love music, music's gonna love you back. Buju Banton said that the other day, you get me? If you love music, it's gonna love you back. And Drake said it, the moment I stop having fun with it, I'm done with it. Like, why would you do music if, like, you're not feeling it? Like, this is why we do it. We'd make music. We was making music back in the days before the internet, before we had Central Seas and before everyone was getting signed. And we was doing it just for fun, like on these DVDs on the block, like just for fun. Not even thinking we'll get £100 off it.
Yeah.
Like mixtapes and everything. So selling man's mixtapes in West End and just pressing up CDs and selling it on the block to the man them. So why wouldn't man do it friggin' now and just continue? Especially with this generation. But that's my model is to just like continue dropping mixtapes and features and just having fun with it.
Bro, you see when the business, you see the fun part of music, like creating, going in the studio, picking a flow, finding words, being inspired, bro. How much of the business part of it can bring down the creator's mood? Like, because you've made the song that you believe in. Now you want to see it perform, and there's many barriers between achieving that objective that has nothing to do with why you created the song in the first place. So like, how do you like mentally balance those two?
Well, I'm not in the studio every day, so that's a good thing. If I had to be in the studio every day, I wouldn't be able to mentally balance it. So being a father, like I like wake up, take the kids to school, come back, sit down, open my laptop, think about things, you know what I'm saying? Might go to the gym 5:30, in the gym thinking about things, like lunch, talking, watching YouTube interviews, thinking about things. So thinking about my next step. I might go studio in the evening. So I've got that whole day to think about it. Whereas if it was like, yo, I've got work all day, 24/7 in the studio, interviews, I would have no time to think about it. But I also do feel it's very important to have the right team, the right infrastructure, the right people around you to excel. And I'm not saying I have that, but I'm working on it. So yeah, I do know people that do have that are doing great, you know.
Yeah, if I see Bello, I see he has like on Snapchat, I don't know if you saw it, he posted it.
I watched all of Bello's stuff just to get game. That's game. That's free game right there.
Bello, the way Bello speaks on Snapchat, you wouldn't think he's in the position he's in. Yeah. He's just unfiltered with it. But you saw the post about saying someone said, "Oh, can you consent manage?" And he's like, "Bro, like, I'm doing all of this. I'm tired. He's in the studio. He like you can't really do it by yourself. And if you are, you're not really."
And it keeps Sench as a superstar. You know what I'm saying?
Just to be the artist.
Just to be the artist. And it's a beautiful thing, but not everybody's in that position.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to get with you have to work with what you got sometimes, or create what you need. You know what I'm saying? So it would be great to be in that position, to have someone that just believes in you, but not everyone's going to believe in your vision, how you believe in it.
The belief thing is something I've clocked, bro. I think that belief is sometimes a lot more important than finances. Yeah. Because someone can give you money, you know, they don't really believe in you, bro. Yeah. Do you get me? Like, and I've started to wonder, like, a lot of people who came into music, bro, like, we all had to believe in something. Like, we had to believe, like, oh, my friend, he's the best. Like, and I just feel like, I don't know if it's like, and I've been in a label system, if a lot of people just don't believe what they believe anymore and they follow what the system's telling them.
Yes, it's messed up. Like, look at Storms. I say this to everybody when they tell me, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. Like, my nigga went to the park in a red Adidas tracksuit and made the biggest song of his life. That would change his whole life. Like, if I said to you, I'm gonna go over there to that lamppost and just shoot a quick Insta post, you might say, that's not gonna do that. Yeah. But if I've got that belief that this is that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like Jamal Edwards, R.I.P., that was his whole thing, innit? Self-belief. Yeah. You get me? And Jamal used to believe in man, like, Jamal used to always say, just rap. Like, I like the trap and all of that, but just rap. He had that belief in me for just rapping. You know what I'm saying? So,
it feels, bro, it's like the people like Jamal, like, I've always said that Jamal Cadet, I always hear like good, like, encouraging stories, like, even now we say with Gigs. Even me personally, like, bro, Gigs is someone that, like, bro, there's been certain times when I ain't be feeling the best about certain things. Man will send me a Bible passage, bro.
I can't say that. I've said to Gigs that I like, he's posted me and I'm like, I was vexed, thanks for that. He's like, vexed for what? You was just on stage with man the other day. What you just dropped the maddest mixtape. What are you vexed for? Like, I can't tell him when I'm upset with that because he's so positive.
Bro, people don't get it. He's such a positive
Yeah,
person,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
It's like, and because of who he is, it's not like you won't expect it, but it's like he really is on the positivity, the unity, and like, forget the streets. Let's all just feed our families and have fun with the music. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was at Skepta's Puma launch, yeah, and like my dad's got dementia and Alzheimer's, so he's in a bad place. You get me? Like Skep's parents was there, innit? And I'm just chilling in the corner, like on some happy to be here shit. But I didn't even know I was standing right next to bro's parents, yeah. So I see bro come out of the little backstage bit, held up his dad. Now this is the African man, you get me? I'm Jamaican, so for me to see my dad and spud him is normal, you get me? So when I see Skep spud his dad and his dad go like hand on the chest, you get me? Bro, obviously with everything I was going through, I think I was with my dad that day. Like it made me feel like raw, I could bust a tear right now, you get me? And then a lady came up to me and she was like, we was just talking, she was like, what are you doing this for? And I was like, I didn't know how to answer the question at first. And I was like, right, I just need everything that comes with it, innit? Like, I need all the money, I need everything. And she was like, and then she came back to me and she's like, what are you doing this for? And I was like, just to feed my family, innit? She's like, that's the answer, innit? Like, and that was that moment when I saw Skep and the proudness on his father and his mother, and just like, that's what we're doing this shit for. You get me? And we come from the street, so like Gig says it to me all the time, like, bro, you can fail in this music and go again and win. You can't fail in the streets and go again and win. You get me? So it's a blessing to do. That's why I said like, yo, that's my that's what I'm on right now. Just dropping mixtape after mixtape, EP after EP, vibe after vibe, and just like, yeah, let me just keep going with this.
Bro, without those words of encouragement for people like Gigs, yeah, and other things, not saying that you wouldn't have had that mindset anyways, but does it help you have even further belief to continue with that mindset? Because someone like that is actually saying, bro, like, stick at it. Yeah. Even thinking about what Jamal Edwards used to say to you, like you got it, or even other people.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I think so. I feel like when these people, like when these people that are so great are messaging me and saying, yo, I like this song or I like this, it's great for me. But sometimes, like, I don't even look at it like that because I'll be looking at people that I know closer that are great just as them, and I don't hear nothing from them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just working. These are all my peers. I'm in the game now. I'm ready to be here. I'm ready to show the world what I've got to offer. I'm ready to show how great I am, and I'm ready to be one of those Avengers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that's. Yeah, that's where it is.
Were you owning it before?
I don't think so. I think I was trying to more position everyone else around me and more looking after other people than being a little bit selfish. And now it's like, okay, yeah, I was the first to do that. I do that better. Yeah, I am that. You know what I'm saying? So now that I know that I am that, and you get me, I'm with like Americans, like they're listening to my shit, like, you get me. When Gunna, like, I was with him the other day, and he was like, yeah, I heard you rap, like, they showed me you rap, like, you hard, you get me? Like Mac Watt from TDE, like, these niggas think I'm the best. Mac Watt, so Mac Watt is part of TDE. He is Schoolboy Q's DJ, Kendrick Lamar's friend, he's foundation in TDE. They're from the start of things, still there now. He's a friend of mine, a very good friend. He hosted my first mixtape, Too Late to Hate. Yeah, he's my connect, it's my plug. No, I'm joking, it's my guy though. It's my guy, you get me? It's my guy, so it's a very good friend. He just, every time he's in the city, he taps in. If someone flies over, Joey Badass, YG, taps me in, you get me? Just linked up.
And they rate your music?
Yeah, Americans love my shit. They don't understand why it ain't gone yet. Especially when they hear everyone else and then they hear me and they're like, it don't make sense. You get me? But as I said, music's a universal language. So yeah.
Bro, even the Gunna stuff, bro, you was in, which video was it for Gunna that you was in?
What's that?
How did that come about?
I knew Gunna's head of security, he's one Pyru guy. My guy Sofa Jack, my brother. Yeah, so he flew over with Gunna and was like, yo, we here, we at Bloomsbury, just pull up, you get me? So bring gang. Just brought gang to meet them.
Benny Boy's event.
Yeah, Benny Boy's event. Just brought gang, brought the man, them linked him that day, boom, next day, he was like, yo, we'll go on tape, pull up, brought my brother just done 15 years. Brother's living a life. We're there. Ivan, Tony, all these superstars, these footballers, you get me? I didn't even know who they were. I don't even follow football like that. I was seeing hella footballers in the building. Them man, they're just buying bottles, all them Instagram models. You get me? Next day, they had a little private bowling event. Boom, 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 chilled with the man them. You get me? But obviously, you know me, like, I'm not going to be like, on Gunna, I'm just gonna let Gunna just do his thing. I know how to deal with Americans, like, just don't beg it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like TDE didn't even know I'd done music until 3-4 years later in. Then I started opening up for Schoolboy Q and J-Rock when the relationship was locked in, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm not gonna beg it, like, you get me? Well, with Gunna, it's like, fucking hell, this is Gunna, this is Young Thug Gunna, like, this is the whole reason I'm on this path right now, like, you get me? So I've locked in with the whole of his team. Spike Jordan, one of his creative directors, shoots all the videos, Rodeo Drive, the Fuck You Mean video, WhatsApp. He shoots most of that shit. So,
but bro, my thing is, this is all organic relationships.
Yeah.
This ain't a label can't just pay this way in, bro. Like, you've built your own relationships.
You gotta be that guy, bro, man. Like, you gotta be able to walk into that room like, yo, I'm good. Like, I'm good anywhere. I walk into the room with walls and I know I'm good. Like, I've been through worse shit because like, this is nothing. What a no, like, for me to hear a no. Like, what, can I get a feature kind of no? All right, cool. You get me? Like, what, can I get a feature gigs? No. Like, all right, cool. Like, what else? It's a no. It's a no today, it's a yes tomorrow. It's a no from him, it's a yes from her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing, you get me? But Spike hit me, was like, yo, I want you in the video. Like, want to show some love for how you held us down when we was in your city.
So bro, do you think, like, you've been around a lot of people, bro, you said like 4 years before TDE people even knew that you were rapping, bro. Like, do you feel that ever, not being laid back, but, you know, play to your position and not always pushing the artist thing? Because someone else will just be like, yo, Gunna's there, bro. Studio, please.
Yeah, they're vlogging the whole thing, they're snapping the whole thing. Yeah. But keep it P, man, keep it player. You get me? Sometimes I think that as well, like if I was around Lancey and all these guys, I've been in the room with Skep, DWE, fucking JME, Lethal B, all of these guys, Jammer, all at once, like in the studio, and I'm like, if I just bring up my phone and start snapping and doing all of that, like, they're gonna like me more, but it's not me, it's not in me to do that. There's certain people that's them, and they get very far in life, but I don't feel as if they're loved, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can always tell what kind of person that is. You can always tell someone that's just doing it for clout, and man's here for the music, you get me? I'm gonna sit down and just be like, no, let me sort game. Let me see how Gunna's moving. Let me see how he moves around the gallon. Let me see how he moves with his people. Like, let me see, you get me? Like, let me see how Giggs is like, raw, Giggs moves like that, Giggs operates like that, like, you get me? That, he's focused on this. I remember going to the studio with Giggs, wanting to make a song, and he's just in there vibes. You get me? Like, well, I've gone to the studio and he's doing jingle after jingle after jingle for like an hour, you get me? And I'm just like, well, let me learn what these, you get me? I just want to learn this shit. Right? And I feel as if I'm equally as great, so why? Why am I gonna act clouty? There's no point. You get me?
You're in it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Reasons. So bro, the model we got going forward is flood the streets with the music, don't stop. Do you get me? Like, keep it going. Are you gonna be looking at other distribution situations? Are you, like, have you mapped that out? You know, you say you need to help build a team. Well, not help, you need to build a team. Like, do you try and sort out the team first before you put out the music? Like,
You know, I am gonna, if the distributions do come along, it will be great. I think they're gonna start knocking on the door a lot soon. But like my next two ones, I'm looking to put out by myself. Straight direct to the
and
consumer.
you got some good features on there.
Yeah, I've got some serious features. I don't know when this is gonna be out, but so I won't say. But I got some serious features coming. So to like
Another great.
Yeah.
Another great all-time great.
Yeah.
Wait, have you done the record yet?
No.
But I'm wondering how that's gonna sonically. What that's gonna.
I got the beat. I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
It's a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I got a track with the greatest Afro beats team in the country. Yeah. So I'm working. You get me? I got vibes.
Bro, on a thing that you look at the music industry, bro. Like a lot of people say the music industry, the rap's going that way. Yeah.
I hate when they say that to me.
How do you feel about that? Like,
But if it's going that way, it's cool because my shit's been that way. So maybe I'm going the other way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been that way for like the last 10 years. So maybe that's good because it's working for me right now. Yeah. I got the most streams that I've ever had in my life, like on my last 2 projects. So I don't see what everyone else is seeing because my shit's progressing. You get me? So I don't know. Maybe it is for them. Maybe it's harder for someone that was popping that can't just drop how I drop. I know artists don't make music how I make music.
Which is, how do you make music?
I just go to the studio and make music. Like,
well, you make a lot of music, right?
Yeah, but like I got a lot of shit to say. I go through a lot of shit. I've been through a lot of shit. My friends go through a lot of shit. Like, this is how we express ourselves.
Do you think on this tape though, it's more vibes?
Yeah, it was vibes. Someone done a review on it, and it was like 8 out of 10. I wish he had more substance. And I was like, I hear you. You get me? I was like, I hear you. But I don't think that was my goal. That wasn't my goal for that. I don't think they're ready for the substance at this point right now. Like, drip feed them, you know what I'm saying?
Do you think is it from you, or you just think it's just the audience?
I just think the audience, yeah. I don't think, like, Semtex the other day was like, oh, I want to hear people talking about the riots and that. Like, people done it, no one gave a shit. Like, you get me? Like, I saw people rapping in the car park about Tommy Robinson. No one gave a shit. Like, don't care. Like, what's popping this weekend? You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. I've realized how people are. Like, a lot of my friends and people that I know, they just like want to live for the weekend. Like, what's going on this weekend? Like, every time it gets to the weekend, it upsets me because I just look at my friends like, is this all you're living for? Like, the weekend? You get me? So it's like, they just want to know what's popping this weekend. So I'm just trying to create vibes and things for everyone around me to just, vibe to.
And bro, in closing, bro, like, I think the last time I asked you, like, what some of the lessons you learned since the last time you released. It hasn't been that long, bro. But like, what is it? Have you learned anything new in the process from the last project to this project?
Yeah. Trust your vision. Like, fully believe in your vision and trust it. If you got full belief in your vision and how you're working, don't listen to the outside noise. Don't listen to any, like, just don't listen to nobody, man. Just focus on your shit. Like, listen to everybody, but understand why they're saying it and don't take it on too much, you know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of vested interest why people are saying so.
Yeah. And it might not necessarily be what you need to hear. It might be what you need to hear, but just take it with a pinch of salt and just keep going, keep pushing. That's, I've learned also, like, one of my friends said this to me. She said, if this tape doesn't blow, what are you gonna do? And I couldn't answer the question. She was like, what's your plan B? And she was talking like financially, like, are you gonna quit music, go into clothing? Are you gonna go into movies? Like, what's your thing? Like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna open a business? And I was like, it took me a day to figure out in my head what the answer was. And the answer was just go again, like, the fuck? Like, go again until it goes. This is my vision, this is what I believe in. I believe it's gonna happen. I believe it should happen. I believe I'm good at it. And I know I'm good at it, so I'm gonna keep on pushing until it pushes. You know what I'm saying? As a pusher.
Bro, I think that's impeccably put because, bro, like when you have a vision for yourself, like, bro, even people like, don't want to make it long-winded, people would be like, bro, like, have you got this relationship? I think, bro, when I started, I didn't see all of this, bro. Yeah. I didn't see all of this. It's like now people think, oh, you're connected with this person, bro. Half the time, I don't even remember how I know all these people. So it's like, well, you're here today based on the sacrifice of yesteryear, bro. Like the things you're doing now, bro, you will see the benefits. Like it has to happen. But it's like, if you're sitting here and say, do you know, no.
I didn't come this far to just come this far. The fuck, like, I know gigs. I have text gigs right now. Yeah. I text JME right now. Text, like, bro, what is man talking about? Like, bro, you get me?
Let me just simplify it quickly, yeah.
Text young ads right now. What is man talking about? It's mad, bro.
Bro, when you say like you've come from a certain place, bro, like give to people the discrepancy of like the life.
I come from everything that everyone else has come from. Like whether you was just born in it and had no parts in it, we come from the city of doubt in it. We come from the city of where we've been programmed to not make it in it, and that's where I've come from. Whether I'd gone a certain route in it and done the bad boy thing, or whether I was a piano player, or whether I was a good kid, or whether I was a fraudster, we all come from the hood in it. Some of us have come from different places and better upbringings, but we are all black in it, and we're not meant to be in great positions in life. So to even gone through what I've been through, being shot, being stabbed, being in jail in Jamaica, being in jail over here, to go through what I've been through and be at this level of life of contentment and happiness and just like trusting this fucking vision is like, bro, like that's a win right there. Like I'm winning already. And sometimes you can't see you're winning. You know what I'm saying? But to still be alive, like I've got friends dead, bro, like didn't pass 16. Friends didn't pass 20, didn't pass 17. I'm here. Like, I'm here, innit? I got big cousins that, like, if they were here right now, how they used to treat me back then, I'll most probably be gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, big trap star cousins that's gone. Like, I friggin' could have a different life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here to tell the story. And it's a blessing. And count man's blessings. Be happy with how man's living, be happy with how man's children are living, because they're not struggling, they ain't growing up in no household that's fucked up, there ain't no arguing in man's households, you get me? Their parents, whether I'm with the mum or not, there's no arguing, they're not seeing that, they're growing up with love, and that's where it is, you get me? Man's spreading love, spread love with man's peers, you get me? Spread love with man's friends, and that's where it is.
Bro, trying to remove the trauma. The last thing I have to say to you, bro, is you talk about the vision, bro. How did the vision come to you? And when did it become clear?
Lockdown. Vision came lockdown. My gran died. Yeah, I was just in a bad way, you get me? I was pills, all that shit, weed, fucking up my brain, mental, gone, you get me? So like, I was a heavy lean user, like, heavy, so that like I think I just went clean. It was Ramadan. I was in lockdown. I was locked away. I was just by myself in my crib. Had my best Ramadan ever, and I opened up a business, and I just went forward through there, and everything just started slowly coming. Started being a lot more positive. Cut out the weed. Stopped the drugs. Like, just came heavy positive. And yeah, it came from that. You get me?
Yeah, that's powerful, bro. Those things ain't easy I've never done nothing, but they can't be easy to.
Yeah, I think it was just like the fact of all the shit I was going through with women, family, friends, and I'd reached a boiling point, and it was like
It's a bit of a, I'm not pointing, it's a bit of a breakdown.
I feel like it was a breakup. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't really a breakdown. It was more, yeah, you get me? So I was in a constant breakdown, and then I just decided this ain't working. Like, you get me? So I feel like it was more of a breakup with a breakdown. You get me? So yeah, I feel like a lot of my friends, a lot of our black people, when we're smoking weed and whatever else we're doing, it's from a state of depression, innit? So, like, we can't see it when we're in it, but once we get out of it and we uncloud ourselves, we're a lot more, yeah. I'd love to bun weed, fam, but mentally, can I take it right now? Nah. And then I see what it's done to my father, like, maybe it's hereditary for me not to, like, smoke. You get me? Psychosis, all of that sort of shit, you get me? So, yeah.